Hi Sagittarius. So, I've obviously moved locale. I am traveling now. I wanted to get these videos all made while I was home, but it didn't turn out that way, so here we are. So let's get these videos done while the month is still beginning. Sagittarian, what can I tell you? How can I relate to you? In every video I'm saying something about how your sign relates to me, so you get to know me a little bit better on this journey that we're on together. What can I say? The person I'm interested in is a Sagittarius. That's saying a lot. Sagittarians are, I think it's easy to forget that you guys are fire sign, because you can be so even-keeled until you're not, which I like. I like that dichotomy of being cool, level, easygoing, but then super fiery when you need to be. So, ooh, bunch of cards all at once. All right, let's get to it, Sagittarius. And we have our flipped card. All right, let me show you what I'm looking at here. Interesting. What's going on here? Okay. 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 5 of Wands, Temperance, 8 of Swords, 5 of Cups. This has come out as the overall energy. And then this. So the World in reverse. So Sagittarius. Interesting, because last month your reading was definitely not this dramatic. What happened here, Sagittarius? Did you exhibit a lot of these fire sign qualities that usually you can keep a handle on, and it caused a lot of drama? I mean, you're obviously coming out of a lot of drama and heartache here. And even though it looks like you've left it behind, the pain of it, somehow not the drama of it. You're still very much tied to the drama of it. And it's still wounding you. Are you just like not able to let go of this? Because it's obvious that you need to even out a little bit. I mean, it's very clear that this is what you need to do. It's right in the center here. It's very clear how you feel. There's no, subtlety to the way these cards came out. They came out all at once in a group. This is how Sag is feeling. And there is this morose kind of, this sadness here. And of course that's turning your world upside down, but what is it that actually happened? Is it just your fiery nature that did this? That is an Aries card, but it is a dominant fire sign card, Sagittarius. Is this inner conflict? Is this inner turmoil that's led to this stuff that's inherent to your character that's being messed with or questioned? Because I don't see another person coming up so far. I see this is more just speaking to your internal state. So is this what October is looking like for you guys? Is it mostly, are you just in your mind? Are you not so interested in romance this month? Because it doesn't seem here. Oh, maybe you are. I love when the cards do that. They're like, no, no. There's love here. So there's love, there's a water sign, there's a fire sign. Let's get one more card and we can look at this. So interesting. You're coming out of a place of turmoil and pain, but, and I don't, particularly like the whole love is coming your way kind of predictive nonsense, but it looks here like you do have some real options this month. And I'm wondering why you can't see them. Well, I mean, I guess I know why you can't see them. It's because you have your head down. Whatever it is that you're coming out of from last month definitely put you in a space where you've been questioning, I want to say you've been questioning how much you give. To me, this reads here a lot like just feeling empty. Let's just get this one last card so we have some clarification on these guys, and then we'll get more into this reading, which seems pretty clear already. I see what's happening. But I just want I would like to know, that card like popped out, but I'm feeling this resistance from you guys. Are you guys acting like everything is fine when it's not? Are you guys doing the same thing Aries does? The fire sign brave face? Because I can feel it in the way these cards are sticking. That this is not something that Sagittarius wants to talk about. But I see here that there's a lot to talk about. You're not feeling all that great coming into October. There is stuff here that needs to be addressed, and this brave face thing isn't going to work. You have, especially in terms of love, some turmoil going on, and a real sense of loss and sorrow. All right. Let's see what this card is. Okay, so Sagittarius, I understand why you feel the way you feel. Because you're giving your love and your attention to people who are very, very different than you. They seem very similar in temperament, until you really get down to it, and then they're very, very different. And this can be disillusioning for a fire sign, especially a Sagittarius, because you feel like they're quick in the same way, and ooh, that seems like a real soul connection there. This person can be as deep feeling as I can be, and still be confident and proud like I can be. This is the kind of woman or man that I can, see myself being with. Except this person is not making you feel all that great. And I think a lot of this has to do with how you're feeling inside about yourself. Not just in relation to this Lover's card, but just in relation to yourself. This card like this coming up upside down, this is how you view things. This is your perspective on the world that's been turned upside down. I'm just not sure why all of a sudden all this heavy feeling. Did you just get to a point where you couldn't take it? And it all kind of like cascaded down on you? Because Sag will do that. You'll bear it and bear it and bear it until you can't bear it anymore. And then, boom, bam. But I see this air sign, I see this water sign, I see you being surrounded by people who really would like to spend time with you. And people who are like crushing on you and are like kind of falling in love with you as you go through what here looks like a real internal conversation with yourself about how you deal with sorrow and disappointment and heartache, and how resilient you are. How are you going to manage all this and the way that you feel when in most respects this is a lot of success coming your way? Even upside down, this means success. So what is it about your success? This ties into last month's reading. What is it about what you're getting that makes you feel drained? Your achievements, your success, it's making you feel drained. These people in your life, this person in your life is what? Are they just taking from you? And is it in the name of like love? Because it seems like you just don't have more to give right now. It's all spilled. And you're sad about it all being, taken out of you. It's a lot of work, Sagittarius, that you put into people. And it's not always the nicest thing to have that not be valued. I see here this need for you to be valued, for it to be acknowledged, what you're doing, how you feel, why you're empty. Giving to the point where it turns around on you. This can be a card, of course, of a water sign, but it's also someone emotionally very available. And in this reading, I feel like you've been so emotionally available that to your detriment, where it's just been taken and taken and taken from you, and now you're just kind of empty. And the world doesn't seem like a very nice place. But the guidance here is there is love. There's nothing wrong with being emotionally available and being emotionally very giving. Yes, of course, you must temper it. You must take care of yourself. But don't give up on the whole idea altogether because you're upset right now, which you guys have a tendency to like throw the baby out with the bathwater, because you get fed up. When a fire sign gets fed up, it's very, this energy, just enough. Is Sagittarius feeling like that this month? Enough? Watch yourself as you go through October. If you start to feel this way, just remember that this has as much to do with you giving too much as people taking too much. Remember, being able to receive is also a skill. And it's very possible for you to transform this ill feeling into something very positive and nourishing and reciprocal, where it's not just give. Because you are the most giving of the fire signs, that's for sure. And you do have a tendency, like Pisces is the most giving of the water signs, to become exhausted, to become drained, to feel like even though you've done so much, you've kind of been left to fend for yourself emotionally, Sag. And the unfairness of this, the unevenness of this really bothers you. But the message here is that don't worry. It's all part of the greater plan to show you what it is that you actually do need in a love relationship, as opposed to just realizing what you don't need. I think you've pretty much figured out what you don't want. But this person, this person is a bit of a wild card, and always anyone exhibiting these qualities always comes up as a wild card. This is very much like a wild air energy, which Sag loves, but this is a taking energy. This person has to be taught how to give back, and you have to be taught how to take. So it's possible for this to be really good for you as long as you see it as such, and very much the message here is that you need to pick your head up, because there's still a lot of work that can be done in terms of love, and there's a lot that you can accomplish, but not as long as you're feeling like this. And yes, there's hard work ahead, but there is also going to be an acknowledgement of value. There's going to be an acknowledgement of you as a person and just your best qualities, which, the fiery aspect of you, like I said, can be a little bit hidden until you've had enough and the drama overtakes you, and then you let people have it. But really, stay with this loving, giving nature, and just understand that this person needs to learn how to give just like you need to learn how to receive. And I see here that this could very easily be this air sign, but this could also be an earth sign in your life that's kind of trying to teach you how to receive more and teach you how to value yourself more. So there's always that option. Okay? So for you, Sag, the message really is it's time to leave this kind of sad feeling behind. All of this that you don't want to walk into fall with all this. You don't want to walk into what's already going to be a cold winter with this inner conflict and all this kind of, on your back. You don't want that. You want to approach this with a renewed sense of optimism and hope. And when I say this, I mean your love relationships. You want to look behind you at the cups that are left and stop feeling as if you've been drained emotionally. Because let's be honest, Sag, you get emotionally drained because you give too much on purpose, or like that's your nature, and then you kind of get upset with other people when you've given too much and you have nothing left to give. So you're doing that thing you do, Sag, this month. You're doing that thing you do. And the people that you have surrounded yourself with are people who will very much take advantage of the way you choose to be sometimes, and you have to teach them how to not be that way. Remember, they have to learn how to give, and you have to learn how to receive. That's how this works. Okay? So the message, value. Value yourself, value the people in your life, value the time and energy and effort put into them. From both ends, value that. From you and from them. Okay? And most importantly, pick your head up. Look at what's going on around you, and not just at what you've done and what you've given and what wasn't received properly the way you wanted. It's time to look up and approach the future with a much more confident fire sign energy, which, of course, you're completely capable of. All right, Sag? I'll see you next month.